I was in Mayapur attending the festival. I was, at this time I was still temple commander. I was temple commander there for about 4 months, and before and during and a little bit after the festival in 1976. And so we were trying to finish all the rooms for the devotees along the perimeter wall of Mayapur. And there was a huge influx of devotees coming, and I was in anxiety because I was a new temple commander. I didn't speak the language there, and we were behind schedule in getting the rooms ready. And of course, you know, these are Prabhupada's devotees from around the world who are doing so much service. They deserve to come to Mayapur. I know Prabhupada wanted them to have very nice facility, so they felt very taken care of. And so, because as Prabhupada said, that Mayapur is our home. So in that mood, I was trying to get every person who came a little early. Some devotees came a little bit early for the festival. So I was trying to engage them, especially able-bodied devotees, in helping get the rooms ready for the other devotees. So I was in a little bit of a passionate mode. And I remember one specific incident of a devotee who had come, and he was a black-bodied devotee. He was very stout, seemed very strong. And I believe he would take morning prasadam, but then he would disappear for the rest of the day. And he'd go into where the banana patch was, and he'd just chant Hare Krishna all day long. And I approached him and asked him if he would help. And he said, he's just in Mayapur just to chant Hare Krishna, and that's it. So that rubbed me a little bit the wrong way. And being temple commander and having that responsibility, I was frustrated, and I thought maybe that would set a precedent for other devotees. So I approached Srila Prabhupada at that time. I had pretty much the ability, carte blanche, to enter Srila Prabhupada's room. And even when I did, it was only for, you know, what I considered important things to ask Srila Prabhupada. I didn't want to bother him. But this time I thought it necessary, and so I entered Srila Prabhupada's room, offered my obeisances. And Srila Prabhupada was sitting there chanting japa. And so he was chanting japa, and I came in, offered my obeisance, and I said, Srila Prabhupada, I need to ask you something. And he, still fingering his beads, he turned towards me and he said, yes. I said, Srila Prabhupada, we're trying to get the rooms ready on the perimeter wall for all the devotees who are coming, and we're behind schedule. And so I'm trying to get every single devotee who's coming early who can to help us out. And there's one devotee in particular that's really frustrating me because he won't do any service. And he simply goes to the banana patch, and all day long, all he does is chant Hare Krishna. He won't do any service. And so Prabhupada was lightly, softly chanting as I was telling him this. His face a little bit turned away to me. And then when I finished saying he won't do any service, he stopped and he looked at me with a very grave look, and he said, so, you think chanting Hare Krishna is not service? He said, that is the greatest service. And his eyes rolled back, and he moved his head to the side, and I immediately felt like about a half inch big. I felt so humiliated, and I simply offered my obeisance and said, yes, thank you, Srila Prabhupada. Left the room and got what I consider one of the greatest personal instructions from my spiritual master to this day. And, you know, Prabhupada was so expert, and as you hear the memories of so many other devotees, you know, because he's in direct connection with Krishna all the time, it was so unpredictable to know what he was going to say in any given situation. And to another devotee in the same situation, he may give a completely different instruction, but he knew that was exactly what I needed to hear. And it was a very, I feel it's a very important instruction, a very, very vivid remembrance of that pastime with Prabhupada.